Hi guys, hi, welcome to Momentum with Vedantu guys. Welcome to Momentum with Vedantu. Today we are going to solve the NT Test Abhyas Mock Test 6. Okay, we are going to solve the NT Test Abhyas Mock Test. Okay, 6, number 6. Alright guys, alright. So let's start with that. Aditi Sharma, hi, how are you? Am I there? Am I still there or am I not there? I don't know if I'm there or I'm not there. Okay. Hi Aditya Sharma. Hi Vicky Raj. Hi Spaceman. How are you guys? Hi everybody. Hi. Okay. So, let's start. Let's start already. Hi Ayushi, Sarthak, Karthik, Akhil Nayak. Very good guys. So glad that you guys are here. So glad that you guys are here. Okay. So, I'm good, Karthik. I'm good. I am good. I hope everybody else is also doing fine, guys. So NEET is on right on us, and we need to do a lot of practice. We need to do a lot of practice so that we are prepared for the test. Okay, and we are going to do just that today. We are just going to solve questions. We'll not get into theory much. I will just tell you the questions and the answers and the questions and the answers, and if there is any doubt, then we will solve that. Okay, Akhil Naik is asking, sir, आपका operation हुआ? Akhil Naik, I wasn't going to get into an operation. I don't know why are you asking that. Okay, operation नहीं होने वाला था मेरा. Okay, Vicky Raj, NEET 2021. Yes, so this is for NEET 2020, guys. But if you're here for NEET 2021, if you can understand the question, very good, very good. Okay, so let's do some questions. This is from the NEET NT Abhyas mock test, number 6. Okay, you are going to solve questions from that. Question number one. Question number one. Karthik is asking, sir, I'm in class 10th. Can you give me some advices on how I should prepare for NEET? Karthik, yes. If you are a NEET student and you're just starting out NEET, okay, what I would suggest is there are a few things that you can do. Okay, how to prepare for NEET. First, I'm only going to talk about physics, okay, Karthik? So other subjects you will worry about it later. Uh, Karthik, what you should do is you should always, whenever you're in class 11th and 12th, always read the NCERT textbook. Okay, you read the NCERT textbook because I'm telling you, at least 70% of all questions are directly from NCERT in case of NEET. Okay, so just study the NEET physics book. Okay, just study the NCERT textbook and you will be good. You will be more than prepared. But you have to do self study. Okay, you have to actually open up and read the textbook. If you do that, that is more than enough for physics. Okay. कार्तिक पहले बोर्ड्स की तैयारी तो कर लो फिर आना नीट में अच्छा कार्तिक कार्तिक ऐसे 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 आ जाना कभी भी आ जाना कार्तिक ओके ऐसे टेंशन मत लो Saksham is in class 6 and he is asking sir I want to be I'm in class 6 and what should I do for JEE Saksham if you are in class 6 and you want to prepare for JEE you have to first of all wait for 4 years okay 4 साल तक एकदम शांति से बैठो अपने स्कूल का तैयारी करो and that's it okay बाद में आना oh my god oh my god. Okay, hi Sarthak, thank you. Hi, come back here. Okay, thank you for being here, Sarthak. Okay, okay. All right, chalo. So let's start today's class, guys. Let's start today's class. This is the first question. I have a single object and I want to get its three images. Okay, how? What should be the angle between the two plane mirrors if I want to do that? Now, guys, this one is an easy question. If I have two plane mirrors, at an angle of, if I have two plane mirrors at an angle of 90 degree from each other, okay, if I have two plane mirrors at an angle of 90 degree from each other, then in that case, how many images will be formed? In that case, how many images will be formed? If I have one object, one second, huh? If I have one object, then there will be overall three images formed. If this is the object, there will be reflection in this mirror and there will be one image here. Then if this is the object, there will be reflection in this mirror, there will be an image here. Then there will be multiple reflections of these two. Okay, so now there will be reflection of this object on this mirror, this image on this mirror, and there will be one more image here. Okay, and once again there will be a reflection of this image on this mirror and there will be one more image here, but both these images will be coincident with each other, and overall I will have three images here. Overall I will have three images here. So the answer to this question is very simple. It will be 90 degrees. Okay, we will have three images, three images. I hope everybody knew this. I hope everybody understood. Really hope everybody understood. Guys, if you're just joining us today, we are solving NTA NEET Physics Mock Test. Okay, next is, if I have a capillary glass tube. Okay, these are all mostly, if you see, all the questions are either, if they are numericals, they are formula based, or they are theoretical questions, and mostly if they are numericals, they are directly there from your NCERT textbooks. Okay, so if you're preparing for NEET, guys, it's very important that you do all the NCERT questions and study directly from that book first. Then if you want to go above and beyond that, that is okay, but first to do NCERT. First to do NCERT. Okay, so the second question is, guys, if I have a capillary glass tube, okay, which has a radius this much and it is dipped in water, the water rises to a height of 15 centimeter. Okay, assuming the angle of contact is 0, find the surface tension of water. So here, guys, you have to remember that if I have water like this and a capillary tube inside it, okay, the capillary tube, the water rises to a certain height. Okay, the water rises to a certain height. Okay, the height to which it rises, the height h to which it rises is given by the formula h is equal to 2t cos theta by rho g r. Okay, now in this case, everything is given to me. Everything is given to me. I just have to find out the value of t. Okay, so from this, I can write down the formula t is equal to rho g r h upon 2 cos theta, and then just substitute the value. T is equal to 1000, okay, into 9.8 into r is given to us as 0.015 centimeters. 0.015 centimeters. You have to convert this into meters. So this will be 0.015 into 10 power minus 2 meters, or this is 15 into 10 power minus 5 meters. Okay, h is given to us as 15 centimeters. That is nothing but 15 into 10 power minus 2 meters. Okay, so substitute both of them here. So that will be 15 into 10 power minus 5 into 15 into 10 power minus 2 divided by 2 into cos 0 degrees. Okay, because here the angle of contact is given as 0 degrees. Guys, I hope everybody is following so far. I hope everybody is following so far. Now, in order to solve this question further, all you need to do is just calculate. Okay, all you need to do is just calculate. If you do, you will get the answer as you will get the answer as equal to 1102 into 10 power minus 7. Okay, that will come out as 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 0.11 Newton per meter. 0.11 Newton per meter. That will be equal to option A. Okay, this is Sarthak of you is asking, sir, कौन सा chapter है Sarthak? This is fluid mechanics. Okay, and how do we a मुझको नहीं पता, सार्थक को नहीं पता है, is equal to 2t cos theta. सार्थक, I think you are in class 9, so of course तुम्हें नहीं पता है, ठीक है? If you are in class 12, you would have known. Okay, all right. I hope everybody understood. Then this is the question. I have a solid ball of density rho1 for on radius r falling vertically through a liquid of density rho2. Assuming that the viscous force is equal to k into r into v, where k is a constant and v is the velocity, find the terminal velocity of the ball. Find the terminal velocity of the ball. Okay, so guys, I have a ball, okay, of density what? Density rho 1. I have a ball of density rho 1. I will write it here, rho 1. It is falling through a liquid. It is falling through a liquid of density rho 2. It is falling through a liquid of density rho 2. Okay, and when it is falling, let's say its velocity is equal to v. Okay, let's say its velocity is equal to v. Now, in this case, what will be the forces on this body? What will be the forces on this body? The forces on this body will be, first, it will have a weight in downwards direction. First, it will have a weight in downwards direction. Okay, then it will have what? It will have a force of buoyancy in the upwards direction, and it will have a drag force in upwards direction. So what you can say is that when it is going with terminal velocity, okay, the acceleration of the body will be equal to zero. Basically, when it is going with terminal velocity, its velocity will stop increasing. Okay, its velocity will stop increasing. So in that case, what I can write is when it is going with terminal velocity, the weight of the body will be same as the buoyancy force plus the drag force. Okay, at terminal velocity. When it is going with terminal velocity, the total force down will be equal to total force up. Okay, Ritika VP is asking, sir, will you be doing NTA paper every day till NEET? Yes, Ritika, I will do NTA paper every day till NEET. Okay, so here, what will be the weight of the body, guys? What will be the weight of the body? The weight of this body will be equal to m into g, which is equal to 4 by 3 pi rho, sorry, that is equal to rho 1 into v into g, which is equal to rho 1 into 4 by 3 pi r cube into g. Okay, so substituting that I can write if weight is equal to buoyancy plus drag, I can write rho 1 into 4 by 3 pi r1 r cube into g is equal to, what will be force of buoyancy on this, guys? What will be force of buoyancy? Force of buoyancy also everybody should know, that will be rho 2 into 4 by 3 pi r cube into g. Okay, that will be rho into v into g once again. So that will be equal to rho 2, that will be equal to rho 2 into 4 by 3 pi r cube into g plus drag force, guys. Drag force is given to us already in the question. What is the drag force given to us already in the question? It is k into r into v. So I can just write that is equal to nothing but k into r into v. Okay, now in this case, because it is going with terminal velocity, I will write the velocity as Vt, which gives me rho 1 minus rho 2 into 4 by 3 pi r cube into g is equal to kr Vt. Okay, which just gives me finally Vt is equal to 4 pi by 3 into rho 1 minus rho 2 r square g divided by k. Okay, if you check, that will be equal to 4 pi gr square rho 1 minus rho 2 by 3k. That will be option A. That will be option A. Okay. Akhil Naik is asking, sir, life in IIT part 2 कब होगा? Life in IIT part 2 पता नहीं कब होगा. Richa Agarwal is saying, sir, only 8 watching. No, Richa Agarwal, actually it's only 10 watching. But yeah, it's only 10 watching. Okay, all right, guys, all right, let's go to the next question. So if I have a simple harmonic oscillator, the potential energy is equal to kinetic energy how many times during a cycle? The potential energy is equal to kinetic energy how many times during a cycle? Mm-mm-mm. So guys, that answer, this is once again, if you see, it's a very theoretical question, it's a very basic question. How to solve this? you have to remember the formula for potential energy is half m omega square x square. The formula for kinetic energy is half m omega square into a square minus x square. Okay, if you draw the graph of potential energy versus x, that graph, if you draw the graph of potential energy versus x, that graph will look something like this. Okay, and if you draw the graph of kinetic energy versus x, if you draw the graph of, one second, kinetic energy versus x, then that graph will look something like this. Okay, and if you see, there are 2 points where potential energy and kinetic energy is equal. If you calculate actually using the formulas, this will be at a by root 2 and minus a by root 2. Okay, so how many times is the potential energy going to be equal? The potential energy is going to be equal whenever the potential energy and kinetic energy are going to be equal whenever the particle crosses a by root 2 or minus a by root 2. Okay, at a by root 2 or minus a by root 2. How many times will that be? How many times will that be in a cycle? So if you see, if a particle starts from here and then goes here and then goes here, this is one complete cycle. It will do that 4 different times. It will do that 4 different times. So 4 times kinetic energy will be equal to potential energies. Okay, kinetic energy will be equal to potential energy. The correct answer will be 4 times during each cycle. Okay. Amit Raj Sinha, yes, the previous question might have been able, we might have been able to do it with dimension analysis, but ऐसे force लगा के easily हो जा रहा है. सार्थक a few sir, fluid का chapter आप बताओगे ना, बनाओगे तो yes, fluid का chapter मैं पढ़ाऊंगा सार्थक a few, do not worry. Okay. All right, all right, all right. All right, next question, guys. Next question. This is a very easy question. एकदम मस्त एनटीए में मस्त सवाल दिए उन लोगों ने मॉक टेस्ट में. The work function of a substance is 4 electron volts. What is the longest wavelength of light that can cause the photoelectron emission from this substance? Okay, so you have to remember that when the wavelength is maximum, that wavelength is called threshold wavelength. That wavelength is called threshold wavelength. Okay, and for that threshold wavelength, you write phi is equal to hc by lambda naught. Now, in this case, the value of phi is given in electron volts. In this case, the value of phi is given as electron volt. So, for that, you can use the value, you can use the formula phi is equal to 12400 divided by lambda naught. Here you have to remember that your phi will be in electron volts in this formula and lambda naught will be in angstrom. Okay, this is the shortcut formula everybody should know, which gives me the answer 4 is equal to 12400 divided by lambda naught, or lambda naught is equal to 12400 divided by that is 3100 angstrom, which if you look into the question, that will be 310 nanometer. Okay, lambda naught is equal to 3100 angstrom, which is 310 nanometer. Okay, I hope everybody understood. I really hope everybody understood, guys. I really hope everybody understood. Okay, next, when the light of wavelength 300 nanometer or less falls on a photoelectric emitter A, the photoelectrons are emitted. For another emitter B, the light of wavelength 600 nanometer is sufficient. Okay, you have to find the ratio of work function. So I have been given the threshold wavelengths for both the bodies. I have been given the threshold wavelengths for both the materials A and B. Okay, so I can just very simply write phi A is equal to hc by lambda naught A, and phi B is equal to hc by lambda naught B. Okay, now from this, if I have to calculate the ratio of phi A and phi B, I will just divide the two equations. That will be hc by lambda naught A upon hc by lambda naught B. Okay, which just gives me phi A by phi B. The ratio phi A by phi B is equal to the ratio of lambda naught B upon lambda naught A, which in this case is given as this is lambda naught B and this is lambda naught A. Okay, so I can just write it as 600 divided by 300, which is 2. The correct answer is 2 is to 1. 2 is to 1. I hope everybody understood. I hope everybody understood. Okay, Akhil Naik sir, J Advance के पहले J Advance के पेपर सॉल्व नहीं करोगे क्या आप? Akhil Naik, I will get to it. I will get to it. Do not worry. Okay, J Advance का पेपर भी most probably solve करेंगे. Let's see. Let's see. In general, I don't want to do revision, but we are doing it for NEET. I don't know if you'll do it for advance. Okay. A 5 kg mass bounces in SHM at the end of a spring. At which point is the acceleration of the mass greatest? Okay, at which point is the acceleration of the mass greatest? So you have to remember, guys, that in case of SHM, the acceleration is always given as negative omega square x. Okay, now the maximum value of this acceleration will be, so maximum value of this acceleration or minimum value of this acceleration will be where? That will be there when x is equal to plus or minus a. I can write the maximum acceleration will be equal to plus omega square a, and the minimum acceleration will be equal to negative omega square a. If we just talk about the magnitudes, guys, if we just talk about the magnitude, then the maximum acceleration will be there at both the extremes. Okay, the maximum acceleration, the magnitude will be maximum at both the extremes. Okay, at the mean position, the acceleration will be 0. So the correct answer for this is the the acceleration of the mass will be greatest when the spring is either fully compressed or fully extended. Okay, when it is at its rest length, you have to remember here x is equal to 0. That means a is also equal to 0. Okay, and halfway between you have x is equal to a by 2, so a is equal to omega square a by 2, which is still not maximum. Okay, and this law is definitely not true, so overall the answer will be option A. I hope everybody, and oh, Tejas Tendulkar is here. Hi Tejas Tendulkar, hi everybody, hi. Okay, so I'm solving NEET test NTA Abhyas test. Okay, this is NEET level questions, guys. Just for revision here, just for revision. Welcome. Okay, the mass of a lithium 37 nucleus is 0.042 atomic mass units less than the sum of all its nucleons. Okay, you have to find the binding energy per nucleon for 37 this. Okay, so here guys, it's very simple. You are given the mass defect as 0.042 atomic mass units. Okay, and you have to calculate the binding energy. Binding energy delta Q can be just written as the mass defect into C square. Okay, now you have to remember that one atomic mass unit or one U is equivalent to 931 mega electron volts or million electron volts. Okay, using that you can calculate delta Q as equal to 0.042 into 0.042 into 931 MeV. Okay, that will be equal to 0.042 into 931. That will be nothing but 39.102 MeV. 39.102 MeV. Guys, if you understood, please give me a thumbs up in the chat. Okay. Amit Raj Sinha, sir, is NEET level questions of physics and chemistry will be helpful for my bitsat preparation. Amit Raj Sinha, I thought you were in class 6th. You are not in class 6th? Okay. Yeah, it will be. Okay. Yeah, my calculation is very fast. Okay, my calculation is very fast. I have been very good at that since the beginning of time. Okay, it's generally calculation is generally very fast when you use calculator. Okay. Anyways, let's talk about the next question, guys. Let's talk about the next question. It's a very simple question. Okay, I have a radioactive material with activity at time t1 as r1 and activity at time t2 is r2. Okay, if the decay constant is lambda, then I have to find the relation between R1 and R2. If the decay constant is lambda, I have to find the relation between R1 and R2. Okay, so if the यहाँ पर क्या लिखेंगे, you will write down that activity at any time t can be written as at any time t can be written as R is equal to R naught into e raised to the power minus lambda t. Okay, where t is time and R naught is initial activity. R naught is initial activity. Okay, so from this I can write R1 is equal to R naught e raised to the power minus lambda T1 and R2 is equal to R naught e raised to the power minus lambda T2. Okay, let's say this is equation 1. Let's say this is equation 2. What am I going to do, guys? What am I going to do? I am going to divide the two equations. Equation 2 divided by equation 1, which gives me R2 by R1 is equal to R naught e raised power minus lambda T2 upon R naught e raised power minus lambda T1. Okay, this can just be written as R2 is equal to R1 e raised power minus lambda into T2 minus T1. Okay, if you see that will be equal to, oh, this is R1 given in terms of something else. Okay, so I will cross multiply here. I will cross multiply here. I can write actually new slide, I can write R1 actually is equal to R2 divided by e raised power minus lambda times T2 minus T1. Okay, so R1 can be written as what? R1 can be written as R2 e raised to the power lambda T2 minus T1. Okay, or it can also be written as R2 e raised power minus lambda T1 minus T2. Let's see if any of these options is there in the book. If you see, we have an option. This option B is correct. Option B is correct. Okay, so that will be this one. If you check, that will be the answer. Okay, hi. All right, all right. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Thank you, Amit Raj Sinha. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Arey, it's okay. Arey, it's okay, guys. Oh. Next, a body is projected horizontally with a speed of 20 meters per second. Okay, a body is projected horizontally with a speed of 20 meters per second. You have to find the speed of the body after 5 seconds. You have to find the speed of the body after 5 seconds. Now, guys, this question is a little bit confusing. They haven't said where it is, how it is projected, but I'm guessing that because it is written projection, they are talking about projectile motion, so they are projecting it from the top of a building. Okay, so let's say this is the top of a building. A body is projected horizontally with the speed of 20 meters per second. You have to find its speed after 5 seconds. Okay, you have to find its speed after 5 seconds. So after 5 seconds, if you see, guys, when 5 seconds have passed, the body will be somewhere here. The body will be somewhere here. And when it is there, it will have speed in both x and y direction. Okay, Vx and Vy. Now you have to remember that acceleration in x direction is 0 because the body is in the horizontal direction. There is no force on the body. So velocity in x direction will just be equal to 20 meters per second. After 5 seconds, the velocity in x direction will just be equal to 20 meters per second. Acceleration in y direction is negative 10 meters per second. So I can write from that minus Vy will be equal to 0 minus 10 into t. Okay, why did I write minus sign at Vy? Because Vy I have taken in negative y direction, which is the negative direction, and acceleration is also in negative direction. I can write from this negative Vy is equal to negative 10 into 5, which is negative 50. Okay, so if I write this, I can say, that, I can say that the net speed V will be nothing but under root of Vx square plus Vy square. That will be under root of 20 square plus 50 square. Okay, that will be under root of 2900. Okay, 20 square is 400, 50 square is 2500, so 2900. If you do under root of 2900, that is approximately 53.85, approximately 53.85 meters per second. देखा मेरा calculation कितना fast है, देखा मेरा calculation कितना fast है. It will be 54 meters per second. Okay, it will be 54 meters per second. I hope everybody understood. Okay, thank you. Yeah, Amit Raj Sinha definitely understood. Amit Raj Sinha definitely understood. Okay, let's do next question, guys. Let's do next question. Fatafat. A light string is passing over a smooth pulley and connects two blocks of mass m1 and m2 vertically. The acceleration of the system is g divided by 8. Then the ratio of the masses is what? So now, guys, this is a very simple Atwood machine. If I have a pulley, okay, and two masses m1 and m2, okay, let's assume that m2 is the heavier one. Okay, then the acceleration A is given by a simple formula, that is m2 minus m1 upon m2 plus m1 into g. Okay, so I can just very simply write here, that g divided by 8 is equal to m2 minus m1 upon m2 plus m1 into g. G gets cancelled out. I get m2 plus m1. I can write m2 plus m1 is equal to 8 times m2 minus m1. Okay, or m2 plus m1 is equal to 8 m2 minus 8 m1, or 7 m2 is equal to 9 m1, or m1 by m2 is equal to 7 by 9. Okay, m1 by m2 is equal to 7 by 9. So यहाँ पर you have, if m1 was taken as 4, the ratio would have been 9:7. Okay, 7 by 9 or 9 by 7. ये कौन सी चैप्टर है सार्थक? This is revision. Yes, Amit Raj Sinha, you can also use component and dividend, you will still get the same answer. There's no issue here. Now, question number 12, guys. Question number 12. The speed of a body moving with uniform acceleration. The speed of a body moving with uniform acceleration is u. If the speed is doubled by while covering a distance s. When it covers an additional distance s, its speed will become what? Okay, so this is a very simple question. This is not a very simple question, but this is a question from a very simple chapter, which is motion in a straight line. So I think you guys will be able to solve it. Okay, but let's still solve it. Okay, बहुत ही खतरनाक सा data दिया हुआ है. So let's say the body starts from here. Okay, at point A, and when it starts its motion, it has speed equals to u. Then what happens is that as it travels a distance s, its speed becomes 2u. Okay, and as it travels further a distance s, okay, let's say its speed becomes v dash. Okay, its speed becomes v dash. So you have to find the value of this v dash. Okay, now in this case, what I will do is I will assume that the acceleration of this body is equal to a. So I can use the third equation of motion. V square is equal to u square plus 2as. Okay, if I apply this between motion of A and B, I can write 2u the whole square is equal to u square plus 2 into A into S, which gives me, guys, 2 into A into S is equal to 2u square minus u square, which is 3u square. Let's call this equation 1. We can just use this in the next one. Okay, in the next one, what we can see is, if I look at the motion between B and C, motion between B and C, no, motion between A and C. Okay, then I can use the equation v square is equal to u square plus 2as, or v dash square is equal to u square plus 2 into a into 2s. which gives me V dash square is equal to U square plus 4AS. Now I know that 2AS is equal to 3U square. So 4AS will be equal to 6U square. So V dash square is equal to U square plus 6U square. Okay, you have to remember 2AS is equal to 3U square. So 4AS will be equal to 6U square. Okay, which gives me V dash square is equal to 7U square. V dash is equal to under root 7U. I hope everybody understood. I hope everybody understood. Hi Tumanj, welcome back Tumanj, welcome back, welcome back. Okay, so the correct answer will be under root 7U. The correct answer will be under root 7U. I hope everybody understood. I hope everybody understood. Okay, next question. In a Carnot engine having an efficiency of 1 by 10, this is used as a refrigerator. If the work done by the system is 10 joules, okay, if the work done by the system is 10 joules, the amount of energy absorbed from the reservoir at lower temperature is, Hmm. So guys, what is happening here? First of all, I will go to a new slide. I will change its layout to blank. Okay, what exactly is happening here? I have a Carnot engine which has an efficiency of 1 by 10. Okay, so I have, let's just make a Carnot engine here. Okay, this is the first block, the heat source. Okay, the engine and the sink. Okay, now when this is working as a engine, its efficiency, when it is working as an engine, its efficiency is equal to how much? Its efficiency is equal to 1 by 10. Okay, what that means is that here delta W upon delta Q1 is equal to 1 by 10. Okay guys, from this you have to remember this. From this, what I can say is that delta q1 minus delta q2 upon delta q1 is equal to 1 by 10. How did I say this, guys? How did I say this? Because law of conservation of energy, you see this energy coming in is delta q1, energy going out is delta q2 and delta w. Okay, so the total energy coming in here should be same as the total energy going out from here. So delta q1 will be equal to, if you see here, delta q1 will be equal to delta q2 plus delta w. Okay, using law of conservation of energy. So from this, delta W can be written as this, or very simply, I can write delta Q1 by delta Q1 minus delta Q2 by delta Q1 is equal to 1 by 10, or delta Q2 upon delta Q1 is equal to 9 by 10. Okay, I hope everybody understood. I really hope everybody understood. I really hope everybody understood. Now, let's call this equation 1 and let's call this equation 2. Okay, let's call this equation 2. Okay, equation 1 and equation 2. Look at both the equations. Okay, equation 1 and equation 2. Equation 1 and equation 2. Look at them, both of them very clearly. Okay, what I will do is very simply, I can write delta Q2. Sorry, I can write equation 2 divided by equation 1, which gives me delta Q2 upon delta Q1, okay, divided by equation 1, which is into delta Q1 by delta W, is equal to 9 by 10 into 10 by 1, which gives me delta Q2 upon delta W is equal to 9. Now, why I did this, guys? Why I did this? Because if I start using this engine as a refrigerator, now, okay, then in that case, things will start going in the opposite direction. Now, in this case also, the ratio will still remain the same. Even when it is used as a refrigerator. Now, according to the question, the work done is given as 10 joules. You have to find the energy taken out of the reservoir. Okay, so substitute that, guys. Substitute that here. I will get delta Q2 by 10 is equal to 9, which gives me delta Q2 is equal to 90 joules. Delta Q2 is equal to 90 joules. Okay, which gives me the correct answer. Which gives me the correct answer, option B. ओके सर मॉक टेस्ट जैसे ही क्वेश्चन आते हैं एग्जाम में आयुष वाले यस यस प्रोबेबली बिकॉज दिस मॉक टेस्ट आई हैव नॉट मेड दिस मॉक टेस्ट आयुष वाले दिस मॉक टेस्ट इज मेड बाय एनटीए इटसेल्फ ओके सो मस्त एकदम ऐसे ही क्वेश्चंस आएंगे डू नॉट इवन वरी ओके मस्त मस्त इजी इजी क्वेश्चंस आएंगे यहाँ पे कार्नोट इंजन का फॉर्मूला याद होना चाहिए ये होना चाहिए वो होना चाहिए सारी चीजें पता होनी चाहिए बस तो आसानी से हो जाएगा. Okay, next question. I have V versus P graph here, guys. I have V versus P graph here. I have to calculate the work done by the gas in this cyclic process. I have to calculate the work done by this gas in this cyclic process. Now, guys, this is an ellipse. Okay, this is an ellipse. Now, I don't know if you guys know what is the area of the ellipse. Do you guys know what is the area of the ellipse? The area of the ellipse is equal to pi into a into b. In this case, pi will be 3.14. A, let's call this length as equal to a. So a will be equal to nothing but, if you see this, it will be nothing but 13 minus 3 divided by 2, that is equal to 5 bar. Okay, that is nothing but 5 into 10 power 5 pascals. Okay, I hope everybody understood. I really hope everybody understood. And this length is nothing but B. If you start looking at B, B will be nothing but 16 minus 2 by 2. Okay, that is equal to 7 liters or 7 into 10 power minus 3 meter cube. Okay, so let's, instead of writing pi as 3.14, let's write pi as 22 by 7. Okay, so I can write area as 22 by 7 into A as 5 into 10 power 5 into B as 7 into 10 power minus 3. Okay, this is very easy to multiply, guys. This is very easy to multiply. If you do this multiplication, you will just get, if you do this multiplication, you know what, I will remove this. You will just get, what will you get? Yeah, you will get area as equal to 110 into 10 power 2 joules or 11000 joules. Okay, now this is the area. I have to look at whether or not, the work done will be positive or negative. I have to look at whether or not the work done will be positive or negative. Now, for that, guys, you have to remember, for that, what do you have to remember? Let me tell you. No. For that, you have to remember that if I have P versus V graph, okay, with a cycle that is clockwise like this, okay, then in this case work done will be positive. Okay, and similarly if I have an opposite cycle, P versus V, the cycle is opposite like this, okay, anti-clockwise, then the work done will be negative. Okay, now if I try to flip these two, okay, instead of having P on y-axis, I have V on y-axis and vice versa. Basically, P and V I flip to V and P. Okay, this becomes V and this becomes P. Then in that case, the situation is opposite. In that case, for a clockwise cycle, my work done will be negative, and for an anti-clockwise cycle, my work done will be positive. If I have V and P, okay, for an anti-clockwise cycle, my work done will be positive. Guys, remember this. If P and V are there, then situation is 1, and if V and P is there, then situation is exactly opposite. Okay, now Hamshad Dwaj is asking, sir, how? Oh my god, Hamza Dwaj, for that I will have to go into, a lot of theory. You know what? I will explain it in a later video. Look at my I will do thermodynamics classes in some time. Go look at that. You will understand. Okay. Anyways, so here, since if you see this, this is what? This is a clockwise cycle. So work done will be negative of the area. Okay. And that will be equal to negative 11,000 joules. So the correct answer is option B. Correct answer is option B. Guys, this is where I will stop today's class. There are more questions, but I want to stop here. I just wanted to give you a taste of what NTA questions are like. If you want me to do more NTA questions, if you want me to do more mock tests, please comment in the section below. Okay, sir, please do more of them. If you don't want me to do, comment that, sir, please don't do any more of these. Okay, whatever you want me to do, just write it in the comment section. Okay, and I will stop today's class. But before I stop today's class, let's for 2 minutes talk about Vedantu's medium, JEE, and NEET. If you are preparing for that at 2021 and 2022, what you should do, guys, is you should take the pro subscription. Okay, if you take the pro subscription, what you get in that case, you get full access to all the live courses. You get to choose your language. You want to study in English or Hindi, you choose, you get. Okay, and when you are attending any class, you get instant in-class doubt solving and unlimited doubt you can ask, guys. You can ask unlimited doubt in class. Nobody will tell you to stop asking doubts, because I understand some of you have a lot of doubts. No matter how many doubts you ask, nobody will say no, because we have dedicated class teachers in class who are there just to solve your doubts, and all our teachers are India's best. Most of them, not most of them, all of them have more than 5 years of teaching experience. Okay, and every time you subscribe to Vedantu Pro, you can learn from the safety of your own home. Okay, so guys, if you want to learn on Vedantu's Pro platform, what you have to do, you have to go to vdnt.in/ytpro and use my coupon code AAPPRO to get an additional 15% discount. Okay, if you use my code, the price will come down from 6,999 to 5,949. It will come down from 31,800 to 27,030. Okay, so if you want a pro subscription, go to vdnt.in/ytpro and check it out right now. Also, at the same time, if you haven't joined our Telegram group, guys, join our Telegram group. Okay, and there I will be sharing the notes, I will be sharing the questions and answers and everything. This whatever I've taught right now, I will share it there. Okay, if you guys want it. Anyways, okay. Ayush Wale is 2021. Will you also start question bank series for physics chapter wise? Yes, Ayush Wale, we will start. Okay, whatever you guys want me to do, please write it in the comments so that I can start. Okay, I want ideas from you guys. I want ideas from you guys. Thank you, Ayush. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Okay, guys. So that is it for today's class. We will stop it here, and I will see you guys again tomorrow or the after tomorrow, based on whenever you want me here. Okay, but for now, I am signing off. I will do one more paper if you write it in the comment section that you want me to do one more paper. Okay, if nobody responds, then I will probably stop doing this. Okay, so anyways, guys, I will see you tomorrow. Have a nice day. Bye bye.